Hi, everyone. For anyone who's followed me for any period of time, you've probably heard me say before that I often feel that many coaches in the health science and fitness science industry aren't necessarily all that connected to the science of what it takes to really get people better, right? There's a lot of gym bros that are taking you through the kind of workouts that have helped them, but they don't necessarily really understand what's going to get you and your particular body's needs to the next level of not just fitness, but also in risk stratification, meaning that you're very unlikely to sustain an injury going through your day or through one of your workouts, and that you're very unlikely to fall victim to one of the major risks that's out there, like stroke, heart attack, cancer, or anything like that, that you're doing the right things, that you're meeting the right guidelines to prevent that kind of thing, or at least to do as much as you can to help prevent it. All right, so given that, yes, I will admit that I definitely do believe that most coaches should engage the science more. But that being said, I want you all to know that in my professional opinion, there has never been a better time to hire a coach than right now. And the reason for that is not just because we have so much more science than we had 20, 30, 40 years ago. It's not just that the research has gotten so much more robust, although that is very helpful. The more important thing is that these days, coaches are not very niche targeted anymore. We're no longer just being a fitness trainer or a nutritionist or a sleep coach or a lifestyle coach, has been the case a little while ago. These days, more and more, anybody in this spectrum of wellness is really like the umbrella, I would say. Anything under the umbrella of wellness, we're looking at everything from stress management to deeper sleep and more productive REM cycles to certainly better nutrition, but to deeper components of that nutrition and to supplementation and fitness science, not just to look better and have better aesthetics and six pack abs, but to go well beyond that, to really target all of the clinical guidelines that an exercise prescription really needs to minimize risk for strokes and heart attacks later in life and arthritis and injuries, etc. And so what I'm getting at is it used to be that if you went and hired a coach, you were going to get something very particular, either nutrition or exercise, like to lean out your body more or something like that. And then everything else is a little bit more abstract. And these days, it's not really like that anymore, especially over the last 5 or 10 years. I feel like almost any coach worth their salt at all has really delved in and done the research and done the reading to understand how to put together not just more fitness for someone or better nutrition or more weight loss, but an overall better life where stress is better managed, sleep is more productive, and where your nervous system is more calm, and where you can get through your days more comfortably and with less risk being posed to you. And that's what I think makes this industry stronger now than it's ever been. And I say this from someone who was first certified way back in the 1990s when things were just so different. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to give you a quick example of how this affected a particular client of mine. This client came to me with some back pain, and she was overweight, undermuscled, not feeling her best, a lot of negative thoughts, negative moods. And she said, I just want to feel better. I want to know that I'm not a heart attack or a stroke waiting to happen. I want to have to wake up to back pain every day. I don't want to feel like moving around is a struggle. And I said, yeah, absolutely. We've got to fix this up for you. Let's put together the right program and start easing our way into it. And then she asked me something very interesting. She said, "You're not going to want me to sign up for a marathon, are you?" And I thought, oh my gosh, no, certainly not. Why would that help you? And so I asked her, what makes you ask that question? And she said, well, I looked into a personal trainer a little while ago, and he seemed okay at first, but then he told me that he suggests that I set a goal for myself by signing up for a marathon or something similar, because she said that way I'd have a goal in mind. And I said, well, look, I can see where he was trying to come from, but you already have goals in mind. I said, you don't need a marathon. You're coming to me stating that you're looking for the science and the discipline and the ability to correct your back pain, to lose the excess fat and replace some of that fat with muscle, because she, again, was pretty undermuscled. And I said, you're telling me that you want to improve your mood, you want to improve your energy, et cetera, et cetera. And so I said, those are your goals. We don't need to set a goal for something you don't care about, like running a marathon. What's the point of that? What's the passion in that? It's not going to do anything for your health. What's going to serve your goals is simply putting together a program, a progressive program that's going to slowly get us closer and closer to those goals. So maybe we're not even burning body fat the first week or two, or even gaining all that much muscle, perhaps, because we're just going through some of the motions and creating some mind body connection and learning some of the exercises and kind of building some discipline for that first week or so. Fine, that's okay. But slowly over time, we're going to get to that goal. Pretty soon, we're losing 2 pounds of body fat per week. Pretty soon, we're following the guidelines to strengthen those back issues and those deficits she's having that are causing her pain. Pretty soon, we're getting more and more positive self talk and more feeling good about exercise and self maintenance and loving your own body, your own physique, and moving forward in a really healthy way. So I said, you've already got so many goals here. Why on earth would I want to interject one that has really nothing to do with what you're passionate about and nothing to do with your longevity or keeping you out of the hospital as the years go by? It just wouldn't make any sense. And so she kind of, really took that in and said, wow, that really makes a lot of sense to me. That sounds great. I don't have any interest in running a marathon, but you're right. These are goals that are achievable and that I'm passionate about, and frankly, that she deserved to accomplish. So anyway, that's, I think, the way that I'd really suggest people look at things. Don't look at it as fitness or weight loss or muscle gain. Think of it as the total scope of how all these different factors come together to give you a better life. Because at the end of the day, that's what you really want. That's what we all want. We don't just want to be more fit. We don't just want to have more energy. We really, those are tools to a better, longer life and a more content life overall, where you rest your head down on that pillow every night and you think, yeah, I like what I did today. I'm excited about what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. That's what really living is, if you ask me. So anyway, let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. If I said anything here that you disagree with, if I said anything here that rings true, do you have a particular story you want to share? Let me know in the comments. You can always reach out to me for my own help and to schedule a Zoom meeting with me, a strategy call or a discovery session, where we can figure out what you particularly are going to need to start thinking better, feeling better, being better, and living better. I'll talk to you then, guys. Have a great day.